Greetings, ethereal beings, subhuman entities, and spectral forms from the great beyond. And any living humans that may be watching. This is Ready to Believe, and I am your host, Jamie Pale Rider. Tonight, I am joined by...
Rob Williams.
There he is, as well as...
Steve Hosnose Lewis.
We didn't discuss what order we were doing.
No, we did not.
I was just going into regular routine.
Yeah, that's totally fair, and I love it. Yeah, that's on me. It's on me. We're off and running. Already a
I'm sorry.
Sparkling start.
And that's been Ready to Believe.
Night, everybody.
And
So, yes, we are joined by Ree as well, just to make sure that we got that in there, and Hosnose as well as Rob. Tonight, we are actually doing a full talk about / review of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, because we never did one back in the day. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I feel like, Rob, you and I might have done a quick 10 or 15 minute video.
Well, yes, we did.
Right after we watched it, but that's it. So I am so excited to go back to this one and just talk about it and actually get into it a little bit. Yeah, I'm so pumped. I feel like, first things first, we do need to say hi to the chat. It's already blazing along. There's who's Tony Derbs? Where's our normal Tony?
I don't know who that is.
Hey, well,
I like
Tony,
another Tony guy.
If you can hear me, I am sending out the search party, and I feel like someone is trying to assume your identity
Somewhere in Northern Ontario.
Call the police. Hey Tony, what's up, man?
Tony.
Peachy Chris in the house. As well as Image Tech. How's it going? Oh man, the crew is all here. VJ Baby in the house, as well as Nerd Affiliated. Hey Archer, what is up, man?
Hi.
Thank you all so much for joining us live. This is super exciting. Yeah, I'm so pumped to get into this movie. We're just gonna jump right in. First, so I'm gonna stray off the typical kind of GXW movie review thing a little bit. Not so much to throw everybody off, but
I'm at a loss. I already screwed up the intro. I
What
can't
to do with my hands now?
I do want to break up the routine a little bit. So Ree, we'll start with you. I'm not going to ask when you first saw it. We saw it in the theater together.
But do you remember?
Yeah, I was there.
What were you wearing?
I don't think you can ask that.
I was asking you.
Oh, that's fair. You can ask me that. Yeah, we are for our first watch. We did go full gear sans packs. It was great.
Well done.
We did? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Reed, you
I
get the
remember
pin
that.
as well? Reed,
The pin.
you got the pin?
The pin?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is where we got.
Oh, yeah,
our pin.
sorry.
Yes.
You were very vague with the pin.
And James, is this Grabs Granite?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us live. That's
It's a
awesome.
name I haven't heard in a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
So we're getting back to it. Where does this movie rank for you in terms of all the Ghostbusters movies to date?
Oh, you're gonna you didn't tell me you were gonna ask this.
Who's your favorite
I'm
child?
switching it up.
Pick now.
It's definitely up there. I mean, unsurprisingly, I love this movie. I love the engineers.
I see you giving it 2 thumbs up right now.
Yeah, I will give it 2 thumbs up.
Excellent.
Hang on, did
feel
I
like-
take that picture?
Yeah, I'm not asking you
Yeah.
to stack rank things. We don't want to start some rage.
Wait, does this include 2016?
No.
I have not seen that,
No,
so
of
no,
course
not.
that doesn't
Why
exist.
would you
That
ask?
doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
It does
I haven't
exist.
seen
You
it.
guys have to come to terms with it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was talking with Ree before we started, and I feel like this is on me because I feel like we've had this discussion before, but I don't think I fully understood how much you enjoyed this movie, Ree, which I was really excited to hear about because I love this movie as well. How about you? Where does this movie kind of stack up for you in the larger canon?
I would like to say it does not. No, I want to say it would stack higher, but it does not. I'm sorry. I do not have the same affection for this movie as you two.
It's totally fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair. I like it when we have differing opinions. We'll get into it. I will try not to stoke your rage too much.
Oh, I'm not raging.
Oh yeah, no, you seem very calm actually.
It's the gummies.
I love it. Rob, how about you? How does this movie compare for you?
So traditionally, when hose nose zigs, I zag. This is my second favorite of the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wait, of
Second?
all of the Ghostbusters movies?
yeah,
Ghostbuster
you
1.
just blew Hose
So
Nose's
Ghostbuster
mind.
1, this one, Ghostbuster 2 and Afterlife are pretty close, but I think Afterlife's a little bit ahead. I do include to 2016, and I don't hate it. You saw me laughing, Jamie. I had a fun time with that one.
Yes, you saw me not laughing.
But yeah, I saw you not laughing a lot.
Yeah.
You and Peachy
There was
Chris
a lot
were.
of non-laughing.
It was a lot. It was about 2 hours of you not laughing.
And then
maybe
that turned to
laughing at me,
drinking.
laughing at you, not laughing.
Yeah.
Did Ree answer the question? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't
Yes.
catch where this rates.
Yes,
Like,
she
is
did.
this,
I-
sorry.
If
didn't-
you feel free to stack rank it if you want, but no pressure.
Okay, not to just like hop on the bandwagon, Rob, but I feel like I'm in the same boat as you, like with all the movies.
Yeah.
Except for 2016, which you don't believe exists.
You
and
don't
It
need to
doesn't
watch it.
exist. It doesn't.
I-
It exists. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's it,
here's
though,
mine.
like-
Here's mine.
Okay.
GB1,
Okay.
Afterlife, GB2, this, and 2016.
You haven't seen
Actually,
2016,
26
have you?
Yes, I have.
You have.
I've actually seen it twice.
Really?
I watched it
Oh,
once with Amy, and then actually, it wasn't even that long ago. I think it was in the last year. I'm like, I'm going to rewatch it to see if this is horrible as I imagined it. And it was. It really,
give
really
it a shot, and they let you down.
Yeah.
That,
No, if
that's
you want to do
there
the
you go.
tradition of the 2016 movie, you got to watch it about 3 more times because that's what you do.
No.
You say things 5
No.
times over.
no.
It's 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even over this, it's 7.
right,
7
enough of that, enough of
episodes.
Sorry.
Yeah. It is definitely not my favorite movie whatsoever, and we're not here to talk about that one. But I also want to make it clear that we're not here to shit on a movie, just in case, like, if you're someone that does like the movie, I don't want to make you feel bad for liking it, except for Rob.
How dare you? Except for Rob.
Yeah, we are here to talk Frozen Empire. So first question for the group. Like it's abundantly clear that this movie, the main theme is about family and kind of with a little bit of a sprinkling of coming of age. Ree, how does that theme work for you in terms of like a Ghostbusters setting?
the theme of family.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I can really relate to I guess in a weird way, like Gary finding family that's not blood related. And yeah, I feel like the Grubersons slash Spanglers are a funky, funny, like realistic kind of family, if that makes sense. Like they're not
Right?
perfect.
No, they're not.
They all
No.
have their weird quirks and imperfections, but I feel
Are
like
they
they're-
are they a hyphenated name family? Because that's one very
Damn
long
it.
name tag.
Yeah.
Damn it, Hosnells, you beat me to it. I was going to ask if he should hyphenate Gruberson Spangler.
Ooh.
I thought he was just taking the Spangler name.
Yeah, I would.
But Gary
wouldn't.
Gruberson, that's an insanely cool name.
That's true.
I
GG.
want to be, yeah.
G squared.
I feel like if they did hyphenate, or regardless, I feel like Gary should have 2 name tags stacked.
Oh,
I
God.
feel like
Yeah.
he needs to keep the Gruberson.
Not just
Mind you, at
one
the end of
long,
this movie, didn't he
continuous one.
say, oh, you don't want to be a group?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
I feel like he's renouncing it a little bit, just
Renouncing.
in favor of being a Spangler, which I totally understand.
Well, we also don't
Uh,
know his history as well. Maybe he's not
no.
happy with his family. So
Yeah, that's fair. He does. I mean, he does wear Gruberson on his jumpsuit the whole movie.
Hmm.
It would be a little bit weird if he wore Spangler, actually.
Yeah, would.
Mhm,
Not his
mhm.
name. But I love that you called out Gary as being that kind of not blood relative, but kind of fitting into the family. He works so hard to
Hmm.
be a part of that family this whole movie, and it is so endearing.
Mhm.
It yeah,
Well, and him trying to fit in is learning the rules, and
Yeah.
where Callie's giving him shit, right? You can't be a friend all the time. You got to bust their ass every now and then.
yeah,
as a person who has tried to blend a family in the past, it is very difficult to show any authority over someone else's kids.
Mhm.
right. I can imagine.
It's like I always joked about diplomatic immunity. It's just like this person's not from my country, so I can't technically pass the laws of my country. So I'm going to have to talk to their ambassador to deal with this sort of thing. So it is
I-
tricky.
I cannot imagine how tough that would be. But I feel like he comes to it pretty naturally in the end.
Mhm.
And he gets the huge payoff. That's actually one of my favorite moments in the whole movie is at the very end when Phoebe kind of slips and calls him dad.
Mhm.
And that's almost, it feels like character-wise to him, it feels more exciting than just beating Garaka. Like
He
is
was so much more
pumped.
excited for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it
Yeah.
was it a slip or was it intentional?
I think it was intentional, and then it was so awkward.
Yeah.
That's
like,
what I felt.
Ah,
It was.
fair.
Gary, Gary.
Yeah.
Super.
She did like immediately correct herself.
And
but-
Gary's like,
Like,
you heard
what
that,
a-
right?
Yeah. What a sweet moment. I love that so much.
And him yelling right at the end, like "Woo!" as he's
Yeah,
walking
he's
back to the
pumped.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And like he spends the whole movie being Phoebe's biggest fan.
Mhm.
Like he's such a fan of, like, he's laughing at her jokes and he's going out of his way to kind of talk her through what's going on and trying to relate a little bit. Like he's putting in so much work to get this kind of hormonal teenager to kind of meet him halfway.
He must have been a pushover as a teacher. I'm not kidding.
I mean, he was showing Cujo, and then
Yeah.
he would just go
Yeah.
into the back room and look at his graphs.
That was basically half of my high school teachers.
Cujo, was it?
I mean, he does seem like, as a teacher, I mean, I'm curious if he taught only summer school or if it was more, but
Mm.
he did seem to be the buddy teacher that just let kids do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
And
So
so it was
basically it's like
fun
a
watching
teacher.
him kind of make that transition from, being the buddy to becoming more than that and actually being, I feel like that really just kind of solidifies him as a member of the family, right?
Yeah. And I like that scene where she gets arrested, And- and Pac's like, you either ship up or you're getting arrested, right? So she gets arrested.
Yes.
And first Callie gives her a little grief, but then it's Gary who rips into her.
Well, he rips into her because she chews out Callie.
Exactly. But I mean, I love that scene because he finally snaps and he finally, like, honestly, she was been a bit of a biatch up
She
to that
was.
point in the movie.
She was.
And he's like, you're being so selfish. Can't you see that, your mother, your brother, and I are doing everything to protect you, but you're too head up your own ass.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great scene.
100%. Yeah, that was an awesome scene. And just like him afterwards too, just his reaction, like, he did it and he meant what he said, but he also felt really shitty about it.
Mhm.
And Callie
Yeah.
noticed that right away. Yeah, and just her being like, well, welcome to the team. It sucks, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's they have so many cool, just small character moments like that in the movie. I love it. Like, yeah, love the movie or hate it. Like, they do a lot of the little character things right. Like there's a lot to love there. Yeah, that's this all started as a question to Ree, and it turned into a really good discussion just about the theme of family. So, also, Rob, if it's cool with you, I feel like we've all kind of had our say on the family discussion. I love it. Yeah, so good, man. How about the new characters? Regan, let's start with you. How do you feel about the new character? And by new, I mean, you know, Lucky. I'm going to count Lucky podcast, but also Lars.
Mhm.
Yeah, how do you feel about the new characters and how well or not they fit into the movie?
I like them all. I'm also a little bit biased because 2 of them are engineers or turn into engineers to an extent, like Lucky. But no, I like them. I think they add some more interesting, stuff to watch. So it's not just, the Spenglers and then the OG crew, and then the baddies. Podcast, so funny. And like the fact that like in Afterlife, he was still like kind of a kid,
Oh,
right?
very much so.
And then he
Yeah.
just like sprung up like a tree.
Yeah, he's a young man in this movie.
Like he sounds completely different. He's like grown a foot and a half.
He was
But he-
I remember, do you remember seeing the trailer? First, they didn't show him in the
Yeah.
first teaser, and then he shows up in the first full trailer, and you're like, who the
Yeah.
hell is that?
Yeah, who the hell is
Yeah.
that? Like late teenager, young adult man.
Yeah, like, oh, God damn it, they recast podcast.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
They got
But-
the guy from Saved by the Bell.
But yeah, I like how he's still like the same little dude. He's not so
Yeah.
little anymore, but like, he's just doing his podcast thing,
I love it.
hanging out with Ray.
I love his homemade jumpsuit.
Yeah, he still got it.
the patch, or the
That was
like
bad.
drawn on,
The
Yeah, I
drawn
think it
on
was,
patch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
As
good.
a counterpoint, Hose knows. Same question to you, because I
The
have
counterpoint.
a pretty good feeling I know where this is headed.
Yeah, this is my biggest issue with this movie is there are way too many characters. I liked Podcast in the first one. He didn't need to be here in this one. I like Lucky in Afterlife. She did not need to be here in this one. I like Lars, but the whole engineer thing could have been handled without having more characters, more stories. Nadim, he was funny, Gilles, but again, like it was too much. There's too many. You've got OG Ghostbusters, you got Afterlife, New Family. Now you've got on top of that all these others, and there was just too many characters, too many subplots, too many ghosts, too many everything. Not to say that I didn't like the characters. Like I thought Lars was funny. I thought they're funny. It was just too much.
Yeah.
It was a Twinkie about the size of a New York subway car.
That's a
It
big
was-
Twinkie.
That's a big Twinkie.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking big Twinkie.
It's telling at the end. Like the firehouse is packed full of people at the end.
There is a reason why I picked this image, and I have it in my notes. I actually stopped that scene and I counted, and there were 11 people
It's
fighting
a lot.
Baraka at the end.
Yeah.
And that doesn't include Lars, who just disappeared for three
Yeah.
quarters.
Hey,
of the
he got
movie.
puked on upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. So,
He was recovering. Yeah, I do not disagree. I don't dislike any of the characters. But yeah, it makes for a bit of a messy story where Afterlife had a very tight story.
mhm. Yeah.
And this one felt a little more messy just because of all the various things going on. And again, it's all fun,
Mhm.
but I feel like they definitely could have tightened the story, tightened down on the cast for sure. But yeah, I again, I don't dislike any of that. Rob, where do you land on this discussion of just the cast?
Yeah, I tend to agree with Hosnose on this one. I love podcasts. He's one of my favorite new characters. And he still, for me, it was fun to see him there. And they gave him some things, but Lars should have been like, help me, James Bond people.
Q.
Q. Just be there for a little bit. You don't have to show up at the fight. Supply, but don't be there on demand. And I think they fridged him purposely upstairs so you just like to get leave space downstairs. There's a moment where they
For
kind
the
of
other 11 people.
there's yeah, exactly. There's a
12 is
moment
too
where
many. That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
it does.
As
The
a
fire
maximum
marshal comes in.
occupancy, yeah, of the firehouse.
I know you
Sorry.
got something going on here, but you got too many people downstairs.
Fire hazard.
But what it also did was it took away from Trevor. I think he got a little bit left behind in all the chaos. He was meant to play with Slimer upstairs, which was fine. I kind of wanted to see more Slimer, to be honest with you. And it was just like they just had him playing, pet, taking care of the pet upstairs.
Definitely felt like
basically.
they didn't know what to do with Trevor in this movie.
Yeah, and I felt that Lucky in some ways was there so Trevor could have someone to interact with.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
they
It's
didn't
like
really.
everybody had
That's the
their
thing. If
had
you
their
don't have
partner.
Lucky in this movie, what is Trevor doing?
Well,
He's
think,
complaining about not being able to drive.
why couldn't Trevor be Lucky? Why couldn't Trevor be working alongside? He's good with building things. I could see him kind of playing that part. And Lucky almost got iced like 3 times in the movie. Like I seriously thought when I first saw this that she was dead the first time, and I thought they were.
When Garaka first gets out,
I thought for sure that
Honestly,
was the end of her.
it kind of felt like, I don't know if they filmed it that way or it was originally written that way, that Lucky was going to die when Phoebe's trapped in the machine and Lucky confronts Garaka solo. It felt like they were going to kill her in that moment.
Yeah.
And it would have sucked, but it would have also added a little bit of weight and a little bit of risk to the situation. Just, it's the classic, like you kill a character to make it feel threatening, make the baddie feel like he's scary.
Rob, you had an interesting point. I just want to say this before I forget it.
Yeah.
How you said that why couldn't Lucky be the engineers? And I was kind of wondering this watching it this morning. And I was like, why are the engineers so hush hush and top secret?
Yeah,
Why is
that was
it
a little
why
weird, right?
instant? I was like, why is this a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So
Why do the active Ghostbusters not know there's an auxiliary containment unit?
yeah, and we've got a
a
whole
little strange, right?
new development department working on cool tech. I don't know.
No, I get that. And I feel like even the Melody character was kind of like, it's just another storyline added on top. I love Jelani's character. It was so fun, but I almost felt that was a little bit over the top. I get his role in the whole situation as the keeper of Garaka, trying to maintain Garaka, but it's just like there's a lot of wheels turning in this one. But still, I'm a guy who likes a large cast as well, though.
Yeah.
So
to me, it felt like whatever ideas they had in the writer's room that kind of could fit, they just got them in there.
Fear of not a third movie coming out.
Maybe.
I feel like Trevor gets shortchanged a little bit. And to me, the Phoebe Melody storyline, that's the main story in the movie. It's Phoebe being a hormonal teenager, trusting someone that gets her when nobody else does. That's like the catalyst for everything.
But even I get that, but even that storyline kind of gets shelved for a bit.
Yes.
So all the other characters would have their moments. So Ray and Podcast and them go to the library and somebody can do this and they got to get Patton Oswalt in there.
Oh yeah, Patton Oswalt.
Right?
Forgot.
So all that stuff got shelved.
But it was so much fun. I love the Patton Oswalt stuff too. It was like I enjoyed them when they're on, but when you stand back, it is a bit busy in the room. So
totally. And there's even a deleted scene. Patton Oswalt's character was in the firehouse at the time that Garaka
Oh my
attacked.
god!
Are you fucking with us? Are you fucking with us?
Yeah, he was there. No, I'm
Is
serious.
this gaslighting? Is this gaslighting?
No, I'm not gaslighting.
What's
You can look it
gaslighting,
up.
Ray?
Yeah.
And he had two plasma wands on his arms.
Yeah. No, he was just
Love.
there.
Bad mouth
I
of
think
plasma wands.
they didn't provide context as part of the deleted scene, but it felt like he was just there to provide additional kind of consultation and expertise on Garaka should they have needed it.
He was the Garaka exposition dump.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I did like how that's handled. I did like the animation of the carvings and
That
all
was
that
cool.
sort of stuff.
Mhm.
That was a different way of doing it instead of being like the kind of typical beat of like, let's have the newscaster or let's go to the microfiche to learn all this stuff, right?
They did a
So
little bit of that though too.
they
the
did do a little bit.
newscaster.
That's true. Which actually, sorry, I'm going a bit of a tangent, but that reminded me when he's explaining everything. He's got the recording on the wax cylinders. Now, as a
Yeah.
museum nerd,
Yeah.
those things are so fragile.
Oh yeah.
The way he's holding that, and then it like bounces off the wall and goes in the trash can. That thing would have shattered into a million pieces.
So those are actual things.
Those are actual things. We
Oh,
have some at the
cool.
museum. I went to put one on display a few years ago, and conservation was like, no. And
Oh
there's
yeah,
this
under some lighting and just
yeah, there's this hilarious video. I'll send you the link of this guy who's on like morning news somewhere in the States, and he's explaining the wax cylinders.
oh,
And he's like,
gosh.
"This is a super rare wax cylinder," and it just it shatters in his hand as he's holding it. He's like, "Oh shit!" Like, live.
Oh,
I'll send you the link. It's
no.
hilarious. But that's okay. That's your museum tangent for this
Just
episode.
watch a man die on live news.
Yeah.
Oh man. Before we move on, I feel like we're being a little bit negligent. I just want to check in. We have a new couple new faces in the chat.
What?
This is a stepdad myself. I can relate to how cool of a moment it was for Phoebe to call him dad. Hell yeah, RJ. Yeah, I can't imagine that situation. But yeah, it was a very cool moment, very heartwarming. Baron Van Awesome with the coolest podcast ice to see everyone. God damn it, Dave. That's where you lost me, man.
Yeah.
Keep the puns coming, Dave.
No.
Please. Do it. Do it.
Batman and Robin episode for his ice puns.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah, as we kind of touched on there was a lot of different things going on. I did want to get into not necessarily the different tangents, but the pairings, because it seemed to be like a thing where they're pairing people off and they're doing this. So it was Phoebe Melody, we had Ray in podcast. You kind of have Trevor and Callie a little bit. Just Trevor and Callie having a bit of the back and forth. Like, oh, mom, there's a problem. She's like, well, you're an adult. Go handle it. That kind of stuff. Ree, what was your favorite pairing of that bunch? I would also accept Trevor and Slimer.
Ooh. I want to say Trevor and Slimer, but there was not enough of Slimer in the movie.
No.
That
Yeah,
was one of my
enough.
notes bolded. Not enough Slimer.
As
Funny, my
president of the
note says
Slimer fan club.
hold it too much, Slimer.
Mine said just right.
So it's Trevor and Slimer for
Right.
you, Ree?
Can you come back to me while I think about it?
Yes. Osnels, over to you. Who's your favorite pairing?
The Grubersons,
Yeah.
Gary and
Okay.
Callie.
Oh God. Yeah, that's fair. I missed that. Yeah, and I can't dispute that at all.
I mean, just that one scene, and I had this for our quotes, but I'm gonna go to it where Gary's quoting the theme song.
It's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
It makes me do it. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
Who are you
And
gonna
she's
call?
like out.
I love that it felt like that was not the first time he's done that.
Yeah.
Because she's
Oh,
like
God, no.
pre-disappointed because she
Yeah.
knows it's coming.
Yeah, here it comes. Just
Yeah.
don't engage. Don't engage.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Yeah,
It's
I would
so
say
good.
those two still.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love them as well. I think that's great casting for both of those. Rob, how about you? Have you got a favorite pairing?
Podcast and Ray, for sure. Those two
Yeah.
work really well together. I mean, the intro you did it saved me some time. That was going to be the intro I was going to put in the audio podcast. I was
You
going to
still
start
can.
it off like that. Like I even put a little clip of podcast giving me the thumbs up in your video tomorrow. So,
Nice.
but
I mean,
they just work well together.
I
And
didn't
the
do it as
line.
well as yeah. I am no Dan Aykroyd, But yeah, I did my best. I love that intro. I think about it way
Mhm.
too much. Yeah.
Well, and
So
my young intern is telling me to I need to like and
if you like what
subscribe.
you see,
Yeah.
you saw, please push the like and subscribe button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
Okay.
whole intro, that whole scene with them and the old lady with the watch. She's like, Harold, beep for the nice man.
For the nice man. Yeah. I love in that scene where Ray explains, like, yes, this is a thing that could happen.
Mhm.
It's, we have the concept of spirits being bound to an item
Mhm.
that's, especially if it's like emotionally or emotionally charged. But then he gets a PKE meter out and just gets nothing. I, I love it.
Well, and that was a
Yeah.
good setup earlier for Melody in her match, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna put a pin in that with Melody in the match. I want to get back to that, but I would be remiss if I didn't go back to Ree for your favorite pairing.
This is going to be kind of a cheatsy one. It's not necessarily a pairing, but I like the family being all together. There was a couple like funny quotes at the beginning during that first chase scene that I loved and I wrote down. We can share either now or later. And then just the like family dynamic, the like, humor back and forth. There was that one like cool, I don't know what kind of shot you would call it, but like the continuous shot from the
Oh,
exterior going from
Yeah.
I think it was Trevor's room to Phoebe's room following
Mhm.
Callie.
yes,
And
as
just
she's
like
collecting the jumpsuits for the laundry.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that was cool.
That was
Just
a
to
very cool
like
shot.
Trevor having this like effortless humor to him when he's like interacting with Callie or whoever. Gary being Gary.
I love Gary.
Like they're just so good together.
It-
All four of them.
I think what stuck out to me this time, speaking of Gary, is it looks like he's having an absolute blast on the job.
Oh God, yeah.
Mhm.
Like he almost hits a bike in the street and has to swerve out of the way. And he's like, it's like he's on a roller coaster.
Mhm.
He's just like, he's having the time of his life. And I love it. I love to see it. It's like he's us, right? Like he's someone who grew up with the
Mhm.
Ghostbusters as a kid, as these like legends, and now he is one.
He's
And
living
that's
the
all
dream.
of us in that situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love that whole scene too, Rhea, especially like just Gary cooking dinner. Like he's making tacos and he found Cannibal Girls that they're gonna watch.
Which is family friendly, right?
Yes, well, it's about a family.
It's about a family.
It's a family that eats people. They're sisters.
Yeah.
I love that as a callback too of him finding like a horribly inappropriate movie for young adults to watch as a family.
Like Cujo
Yes, like Cujo or Chucky.
or Chucky. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that whole scene is amazing, and yeah, I love that too. I love seeing the family just on the job, but after the job, just in the firehouse, just doing their
Mhm.
thing. It's so much fun. It does really like it. It sets the tone for the rest of the movie, where you get Melody as that kind of outside disturbance factor that kind of separates Phoebe away from that family and kind of sets things in motion. Yeah, I love that Phoebe comes across as a hormonal moody teenager in this movie. She's older, she's 15,
Mhm.
and yeah, we've all been there. She's like, "Oh, you're the only one that gets me." It's just this new friend that just says all the right things.
Mhm. May or
And
may
yeah,
not be a bad influence.
yeah, exactly. When
Or
all the family's
deceptive.
trying to do is set boundaries for her. She's like,
Mhm.
"Ugh." Yeah, like we've all been there.
Mhm.
Uh, I do have to say my favorite pairing is Ray and Podcast. As much as I feel like it's extraneous to the story, like the main story, I love their relationship. It's like podcast is Baby Ray in Afterlife. So to see them just get on like a house on fire in this movie is so much fun to watch. Like,
You're my subscriber.
yeah, I love it. Like the scene I feel like the most exemplifies their relationship is when they're talking about investigating Garaka. It's Phoebe, Podcast, and Ray in Ray's Occult.
Yeah.
And Phoebe's like, well, we should go to the library and check it out. And Ray's like, aren't you benched? She's like, are you retired? And Podcast is like, oh, you're going to take that from her? And Ray gets this amazing smile on his face. Like, it's just a cycle of shit disturbing. And it's so much fun to watch. Yeah, I love that.
Speaking of bad influences, look who's here.
Oh, who we got? Sorry, yeah.
Oh
100%
God!
bad
Oh
influence.
boy!
This is for you,
Hi,
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah. And we got Tony is fascinated with Ree's engineer patch.
Where did I get it from?
I gave it to you.
Is it okay? So
Got it from that guy.
It was
heartfelt
from
gift.
GB fans.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, whenever I order patches, I always order extras for that very reason. Especially like you got the black jumpsuit, Frozen Empire comes out and you love the engineers. Like, well, just so happens I have an engineer patch and it worked out great. Yeah, I did want to talk about the concept. I feel like for the first time deliberately in the story of not so much busting a ghost, but helping a ghost cross over with Melody. Like they kind of inadvertently got that with Egon in the Afterlife, but it was pretty central to the story. Real, start with you. How did you feel about, Phoebe and Melody and basically Melody needing to cross over?
I like, excuse me. I like the idea of not just, like defeating the ghost, getting rid of the ghost, disposing of the ghosts. So I don't know why I'm saying it like that.
Yeah, the Eastern accent there.
Yeah, I really liked that Phoebe. I mean, maybe not the way that she did it, but I liked that Phoebe wanted to help. And like, she had more, quote unquote, more heart to her than, just how we've always seen the Ghostbusters, just being like, rah, get rid of the bad guys.
Yeah.
When, they're not always bad.
Well,
They
I
were
feel like
Maybe
the ghosts
human
that
ones.
look like monsters are probably bad.
Okay. Maybe. Or maybe they're just misunderstood.
Maybe. I feel
Most
like nobody has
demons
tried. I mean, they did try to communicate with the librarian in the first movie, and that
Get
didn't
her.
go super great.
It goes back to what we used to talk about on the real Ghostbusters. I always played that game of what occupation they have before they died.
Yeah.
And every time it's like some weird looking dude. I mean, we've got a naked Slimer running around with his ass hanging out. But yet this one here is all just, I got a little fire and stuff. She's kept pretty much standard without any grossness to her.
Yeah.
So I thought that it was just odd for me. It was fine. I had no problem with it. It was just like we see all these weird ones and decaying faces, but nope, she gets to stay all clean. So,
well, the librarian was definitely human-like until she wasn't. The only other one I can think of previously, other than Egon, is the jogger from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, it's true.
That was the only one that really looked like unchanged,
undecayed.
Yeah. But they didn't try helping him cross over. They just stuffed him in the can.
Go
you
ahead,
can
Ray.
go. Oh, I was just gonna say I had a thought, like, what if how long you've been a ghost determines how messed up you look? So maybe the more human ones we've seen just haven't been dead that long.
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely, yeah.
I don't know.
possibly.
Maybe. Well,
like that theory.
and Melody did say, well, I'm going to be 16 for all of eternity.
Yeah.
She's been 16 for 50 years, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Something like that. But she said,
Ish,
what's the worst
yeah.
part? I think Phoebe asked her, what's the world part of being dead? She's like, well, I'm going to be a 16-year-old for all of eternity or something.
That does sound awful.
I was back to your question, Jay. I was thinking about this about when they're like, oh, Melody, like what's the dividing line? I think where you kind of touched on this too, like maybe not all ghosts are evil possessors and demons, and I was out jogging and I dropped dead of a heart attack, so I get to be sent to eternity in a holding chamber or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
what is that line? Does a Ghostbuster have that in their like welcome HR manual?
Well, they should really
For
have
the
a
ghosts?
guide or something like that to help us understand these ghosts. That's what
Yeah,
I
they
really
they
think.
get stuffed into the
Mm.
containment unit, and Sam Hain is in there, being like, "Hey, you're in there. You're stuck in here with me." Yeah, I don't know.
That poor jogger's still running laps around the containment tank.
Yeah. It's like I got to keep my heart rate up. I gotta keep my heart rate up.
It's not up yet.
No. It's like those joggers you see standing at the street light for 20 seconds, still
like
moving
jogging
their
in
legs.
place.
Oh, I gotta keep my heart rate up. No.
Yeah,
Anywho,
yeah. I wanted to mostly. I wanted to ask, like, did it feel like it fit with it being kind of the first obvious time that there Phoebe at least isn't out just to like bust Melody as a ghost, that she's actually trying to like that seemed to be a through line through all their conversations is just about crossing over. Like Phoebe's seen it with Egon, she describes it to Melody, and then she calls Melody out at the end being like, Raka can't help you, only you can do that. Like I just Reed, did you feel like it fit in Ghostbusters having that aspect of crossing over?
I mean, they showed it in Afterlife, and I mean, maybe not 100%, but I still liked it. So I don't know.
I feel it.
That's all I got.
It borders on the line of explaining how lightsabers work.
Oh yeah, how so?
Or midichlorians.
Or well, metachlorians are. It's science, man. It's science.
Anywho,
Oh,
It's
Could
just
you
like
elaborate?
ghosts are. If we come in different things, that we as before Ghostbusters, there's always this idea of ghosts haunting things, and they're somewhat human and these spirits. So you can have these different types of spirits that are more human-like, and some that are just demons, and some that are crossing in different worlds and stuff like that. So it's something that that you know, in the 80s, it was always got to be scary and goofy and silly looking. The cartoon dived into human ghosts like Sherlock Holmes in a way. I mean, that wasn't human, but you get the idea. He still had these human-like ghosts, so they allowed that to happen. But there's other versions of spirits.
Yeah. How about you?
I didn't think it was too out of place for Ghostbusters. I do think though, if Phoebe hadn't met Melody already, she 100% would have, to quote Trevor, shot you in the face. if she hadn't met him already and they got that call to go to the diner,
That's
and
fair.
she didn't know Melody, she totally would have
Start
shot that
blasting.
ghost in the face and trapped him.
Yeah.
So in that, I don't know. I like it and I don't like it. I do like it because again, they're trying something different out of the traditional canon, if you would. But it's one of these subplot things again, and the big jumbled mess of everybody's having a story moment that's going on. So
It's fair. Personally, I like it just because I like the idea of them adding to Ghostbusters, like the overall lore and the story. It adds a bit of nuance. Again, it's Ghostbusters. It's not Scorsese. But at the same time, like, it's nice to see, like, maybe in the future, they'll consider approaching a job like, do we bust this ghost or do we need to help them?
Ghost
just-
helpers.
Yeah. Well,
Start
thing,
some
like-
new branches.
right? And yeah, that's exactly it. Is I like, for that reason, I like the addition of the engineering core, because in Winston's whole spiel, he talks about, we've been busting ghosts for years. Now we're trying to understand them. And I felt like that fit in really nicely, that aspect of them maybe not needing to bust all the ghosts. even though it's fun and that's what the movie is all about. Just I like the nuance, or at least the potential for it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I
Nice.
like the world building and lore and expanding, and not just getting stuck in the Skywalker saga rut. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Be afraid to do something a little different here, but yeah, no, I didn't mind it.
Has there been talk of another movie coming out anytime soon?
There's a Netflix animated series coming out.
Nah, that doesn't count.
But yeah, not that I've seen, if we're talking live action movies.
Mm.
Yeah, I really do hope there's more. I love
Mhm.
the Spengler Grubersons.
Was this
Um,
successful in the minds of movie producers and such?
Financially, I feel like it didn't like bomb, but it wasn't a rousing success either.
Mm. It was
Um,
also not critically well
No.
received.
No.
Really?
But it's
Really?
I feel like. Oh, sorry, Ree. Go ahead.
I was just saying, really? It wasn't wasn't
It didn't, and like I say, it didn't get like entirely panned, but it was not looked upon
Oh.
as, and not to say it's Scorsese, but not as a great movie.
Bury it. Who needs it anymore?
Well, this
I
day and
don't.
age- oh, sorry, Hostos.
I was just saying, I think that they maybe, if they haven't announced a new movie, maybe they're just learning from Star Wars about maybe we'll just put the brakes on it. Let's look at what worked and didn't work, and
Let it breathe.
readjust,
Mm.
and maybe we'll deal with the original members, who some probably don't want to come back.
Yeah, and
You're
we don't
going to be doing.
we don't
this
need
till
them all
you're
back
90.
until you're 90.
Well, you've
No,
kind of
he's-
opened. I think we talked about this when we first reviewed it. You kind of opened the idea of franchising in a way.
Yep.
You have this the source now in New York, and so you can kind of expand the idea of Ghostbusters in different cities with different people, and you can still here's Winston to kind of set the scene, and Ray can pop in there, and maybe you can have Finn Wolfhard just kind of pop by for something, and then just focus on that Ghostbuster stuff.
To me, it's just if they do more movies, I feel like, yeah, not necessarily going back to the drawing board, but taking their time to really understand why the original movies were successful
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
draw on that. Like they have a great cast with the core family, and just approach that with the family aspect. I think it could be awesome.
Well, and
I
that's
just-
sorry, Rob, that was one of my issues with this movie, is that Afterlife set up, I thought, the transition to the new
Yes.
genre, the new group, so well. And this one, they still are like, no, we still got to have the OG guys, and we still got to have Melnitz there. We still got to have everybody. Instead of just
Yeah.
like, they had a good, easy way to move on to the next generation without the OGs, as much as I love them. And I think they need to do that.
Yeah.
The next movies,
I agree.
if they have Ray and Winston in them, it's for the briefest of moments, just so let's say like, oh, I'm here to check in on the engineering, and Ray's in the bookstore, right? Like, just that they're there in the background doing their thing, but the family and everybody's moved on.
They
Or,
gave Venkman 2 grand entrances in this movie.
Yes, he
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
And it's just like whether it was written in Bill Murray's writer or not, but it's just like they gave him a good entrance, played the traditional music, and everybody's like, oh, it's Venkman, and then the walk in at the end, it's just like, you got 2 now. And he's just like, you should have been there already. Why is this all of a sudden a big deal again?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for the present setting, I think they've done a decent job of making it make sense that Winston and Ray are around. And again,
Yeah.
like, I don't, as much as I love seeing it, I don't need them to be suited up. Like,
Exactly.
they serve a great purpose in that they're, as much as I'd love like Ray kind of railing against Winston, talking about the golden years and needing to settle down, like I feel like it makes sense. Like, let the family take center stage.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
And Ray should be like I said, Ray should be there. Like, oh, we're stuck on what identifying with this ghost is.
yeah,
Let's go to as Rob said, our Q, our expert in the basement,
yeah,
and find out. And then
Yeah.
that's it. Moving on, right?
yeah.
I can see this being a cool Netflix series where he's just like the Ghost Core sort of thing, and you can just visit certain storylines for an episode or two. Then we go to this place, like this country, and then these guys are doing that. Just kind of this, like a Ghostbusters sort of
Well,
vignette or something. I don't know.
that's a great point, Rob. I think if this was on like an HBO or a Prime or something where they gave them 10 episodes to do a bigger story arc, because I think that's what this movie was trying to do, was trying to do all the
Yeah.
stories all at once. But if they had that room to breathe and tell, all these stories in 10 episodes.
And
I
in
think
the
that'd
end,
be
it all
awesome.
comes as one moment.
Yeah.
Like, because Garaka, like I wanted to ask you guys this, Jamie. How'd you feel as Garaka as a villain? Because there was a lot of buildup, but in the end, it was kind of a quick finish.
It was
Although
the exact
I would
same with Gozer.
I
and
was
with
going to
Vigo.
say with the first one,
Exactly.
Gozer was a real quick finish as well. But
so was Vigo.
Yeah, there's a lot of possession beforehand, but still, it I don't know how you guys felt about that.
And
No, I agree.
yeah, I'm fine with how much Garaka was in the movie. I keep seeing criticisms like, "Oh, halfway through the movie, Garaka should have come out and the city should have been frozen." Like all these commentaries I see is like, you just want the movie to work as a video game. And they should have to beat a bunch of smaller ghosts before they beat Garaka. I'm like, you're describing a video game.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Like it's
And they will have a
it's a
cutscene.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. No, I'm totally fine with Garaka being in it, as much or as little as he was, mostly just because like it's that familiar formula for Ghostbusters. Like I said, Gozer was only a few minutes, Vigo was only a few minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Did Garaka look like the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels?
Like a little bit.
The engine.
Maybe?
What are they called?
Like without
Yeah, I
the
know who you're
horns?
talking about.
Yeah, they had the
Yeah.
long face and then the
Yeah,
stripy.
the stripes with the
Yeah.
pointy teeth. A little bit.
Yeah.
I
So he
know
just like
those YouTubes
jams
too.
some horns on.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's your conspiracy. Grand Inquisitor is Garaka. Google it. It's out there. And go.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I feel like they have a really good opportunity with the cast, like the core cast, just because of like they have really good chemistry, they're great actors. They just need a really good story. They need good writing and good character development.
Well, and that's somebody said that in the chat, I think, just recently.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, James
Whatever
said
the
that.
franchise,
I
it doesn't
totally
matter
agree.
if the actors are. If the story's good and like you said, all that's good, then it'll succeed.
Yeah, that's the core. Yeah, you need good writing and good character development, regardless of what the movie is about. There has to be that, and yeah, you don't want it to turn into like a Marvel movie where it's just like a spectacle. Like we already have the Marvel movies. We don't, and like them or hate them, like they have carved out their own niche, and Ghostbusters should not be trying to do that.
No.
The Grand Inquisitor was from Utapau. It was a Powan. That's the
There you go.
species. Thank you very much.
And Palin spelled backwards spells Garaka. Google it.
Yeah, I'm Googling it right now.
I'm not Googling that.
Maybe it does if you've had enough gummies, Steve.
Right. Yeah. Hosnell, show us your conspiracy board with all the pictures.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's behind my green screen, my string wall.
You just like rotate it around.
Yeah.
Like, here's how Star Wars connects to Ghostbusters. Sorry,
It's
Patton
like-
Oswalt did it first.
Yeah, exactly.
his
Totally. I was gonna say
filibuster.
that.
Yeah. So I feel like we're kind of in the process of wrapping up. Rhea, I know you took a ton of notes. Is there anything that we haven't touched
Ooh.
on that you want to get to? I want to make sure that you have that opportunity.
We kind of talked about it, but the idea of the engineering department, or the everything that Winston was doing with the Paranormal Research Center. Sorry, I wrote that down. I had to. I like, just in terms of not only the possibilities with the Ghostbusters franchise, but also just as someone that likes to dress up as a Ghostbuster, so many more opportunities for like a potential like character that you can kind of create. Like, there was the parabotanist, the paramusicologist, parabiologist. Like, you could make
Love that.
such a niche, nerdy little Ghostbuster.
The Ghostbuster in the back just getting sprayed with slime all the time.
Yes. Yeah. Just more opportunities for customizing your Ghostbuster if you so wish to do so.
Yeah, I love that. It's I love that they added the engineering core just
Yeah.
to get
Mhm.
that extra variety for sure. Just as a fan.
Yeah. Well, and
and-
explain like some of like when he's showing the upgrades of the packs, right? And
Yes.
looking it over and the new tech and like everything's going to evolve. Yeah. But why were
Yeah.
they a secret?
Yes.
I mean, no sense.
Yeah, that part was kind of dumb. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Whatever gets you through the night.
Yeah. Ree, anything else in your notes we didn't get to, or Robert Hosnose?
Well, are we going to do quotes and stuff, or what are we doing
Let's do it. Let's wrap up with quotes.
here? Okay.
Well, before we wrap up with quotes, then, because the thing I want to mention is nothing related to quotes in particular.
All right.
This is the best intro. I was mentioning this to Tony when I was power washing. This is the best intro to any Ghostbuster movie.
Are you talking like the old timey firefighters,
the old timey hook and ladder nine, going to that little hall back like 100 years ago. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Did you watch
that was really fun as a callback.
Did you watch any of the Adam Savage stuff where he went to the prop shops?
All of them.
And the one where they were showing how they did the effect for them to shatter.
That was
the
really
ice
cool.
people shattering,
so cool.
being practical was insane.
That was nuts.
Yeah, there was some pretty crazy craftsmanship going on.
Also in that scene where the frozen hand is still on the crank of the phonograph or whatever, just going around on its own, just the severed hand.
Yeah.
Love that.
There was also one more thing I had to ask about. They're mentioning the singing cheese of Copenhagen.
Yes.
Do you know what that's related to? Because I went to look for it, and people make a joke about a Ren and Stimpy episode. And then there's something to do with like a DC cartoon, which is an actual name of a band within the world of this DC cartoon, but I couldn't find anything else. I was wondering if you guys knew the relation to that one.
No.
I
assume it was just Patton Oswalt just rattling things off. It sounded
just saying stuff.
But yeah, like plausible as weird kind of urban legendy type stuff.
Yeah.
Going back to Patton, I'm going to go into kind of a quote here, but when he's doing his explanation of the recording, and he's talking about back in the Gilded Ages, a bunch of group rich assholes got together, real colonial loot fest kind of stuff. Again, as a museum professional, I'd love that. It's yes,
with their Beaujolais and their hookers, and
they would steal relics and artifacts. They get all together with their Beaujolais and hookers.
Just there. I agree. I love that he solidifies them as just being a bunch of douchebags that were just reckless.
Yeah,
like they almost released Garaka back then, if it wasn't for the Fire Master being there
for his daddy.
Yeah, Nadim's daddy.
Please do not make sex jokes about my grandmother.
About his recently grandmother.
What does he say? Ooh, nipple stuff. Go die.
Nice sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Would a sex dungeon have all these chains?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. I knew it as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
That is a great segue to getting into our favorite quotes. I feel like we just rattled off a bunch there. Let's specifically get into it though. Reed, do you have any favorite quotes from this movie?
Several. I will start with our first introduction to Lars, the parabiologist, when he's investigating the trap in the firehouse with that sensor thing. I don't know if we know what it's called, but I think it's that Gary is just yapping his face off,
Yes.
and he's like asking like what'll help or something
Or
along
does that
those
help
lines.
you listen to the ghosts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Lars is like, what helps me listen to the ghosts is silence.
In that scene, Gary's total dad. He's a total dad. My dad would do
Oh
that.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there'd be some guy over and he's like, so how many horsepower you got in that thing? Right?
Yeah.
That's what a dad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. 100% agree. He is total dad mode in that scene. And even just him like turning to Phoebe and she's like, okay, you guys kind of grumpy. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Hosnose, how about you? Any favorite
Okay,
quote?
I'm gonna steal it because I know you're gonna say it.
Oh man.
Best line of the movie was at the end of the movie. The reporter, Mr. Mayor, what do you have to say to the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
And then just this random voice from the crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, how about you thank him, dickless?
I love how
man.
clear that line is on home video.
Oh yeah.
Like on streaming, on a home audio setup. Because in the theater, it took me probably 3 watches to
Yeah.
hear that. Yeah, it is clear as a
Did I-
bell.
Did he just say that? Did he say-
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. So good. Rob, how about you, sir?
Just do it. We all trust you. Right at the end,
Oh yeah.
he's got a scientific. What was it? How do you Star Trek to explain things again?
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
technobabble.
Technobabble. No,
And
just do it. We all trust you.
he kind of did that in Afterlife too, right? Where he's like,
Totally.
Ray, just act, tell us like we don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, and that's a great character moment too.
Mhm.
Like, it's Peter saying what they're all thinking is like, dude, you're the smartest guy in the room. Like we're a team. We've known you for years. We trust you. Just do it. Just tell us what to do, and we'll go along. But yeah, I love that moment. Honestly, one of my favorite lines, and it was actually not a funny one. It was more of kind of a, for lack of a better term, a sobering one.
Mhm.
Is it's when Phoebe has blown up the lion in front of the library, and they're in the police station, and Peck is there chewing him out, and Winston takes Ray aside, and Ray saying, "Oh, there's all this stuff going on," and Winston's just like, "Dude, shut up! Like, you could have gotten those kids hurt. Like,
Mhm.
you have to think." Just that you're just like, oh yeah, like Ray was kind of reckless there, just dragging these kids off on a very dangerous potentially adventure. You're just like, oh shit, yeah, like we love Ray and that's so much fun, but they are kids, and that's something that Peck is harping on all movie as well. Is you're dragging along a minor, like ripping through the streets recklessly, blasting chunks of buildings away. Like, if you think about it from like a realistic perspective, like the first guy in the news report too is like, I don't know how somebody didn't get hurt. It's not all just yay Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's just it's a fun perspective. It's a different perspective to think about. Ree, how about you? Any other favorite quotes?
Yeah, there was a couple, like in the beginning chase scene. Gary goes, "We're all being paid with memories." When I think it was it Trevor brought up like, "I'm not even getting paid for this."
Yes.
And then
are you getting paid?
Shortly after, when Phoebe's like about to eject herself in the cool gunner seat, I think it was Callie was like, "Don't do this in the middle of traffic," and then Phoebe was just like, "I have a ghost to bust," and then just
That was pretty cool.
does their thing.
Yeah,
like
and Gary,
this.
of course.
Gary's follow up to
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay, that was cool. Just the way she said it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Callie's giving him the stink eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. How's nose? Back to you, sir.
It's funny. A lot of my quotes come from Patton Oswalt in the library, but the one that I liked was the little interaction with him in podcast. And he's like, "Only 5 people in the world can understand these words, which means my colleague, Dr. Gary, put you up to this." And he picks
Yes.
up the phone, and podcast immediately slams down the plunger on the phone. He's like, Gary's already dead. What? It's like, no, your colleague's fine.
That was
What
such
the
a
fudge is wrong with
Ghostbusters
you?
moment.
Yeah.
Like just messing,
Fudge is
like
wrong
taking
with you.
taking the time to dick around and mess with someone.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. Yeah, totally agree. Rob, how about you?
Now I'm gonna pass to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because I was so bad at writing quotes, then I know you're so good at remembering. I'm gonna screw it up anyway. So the quotes that you have are probably the same quotes I have.
Well, I'm going to use Hose Noses as a segue then. Hopefully I'm not stealing it. It is a Patton Oswalt one. Just when he busts out the wax cylinders, and the first one he busts out, he's like, Mary Todd Lincoln using the F word. Apparently
Yeah.
she saw a moth.
She saw him. Yeah.
Ree, back to you.
I really loved it's kind of like part quote, part scene, but I'll just say the quote part. When it was Gary and I think Janine in the basement, and they're like looking at the containment unit, and Gary was like, "It's super secret underground ghost busting stuff, isn't it?" And like that's exactly what it was.
Yes, 100%.
I
just
yeah. Yes, Gary.
super secret underground ghost busting stuff.
I love Janine being in full Janine mode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. She didn't get her
love
moment in
that.
Afterlife.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is
Yeah.
too bad.
I
Hose
do
Nose,
love
any other-
that
what
thing that she had though. That
The arm blaster?
device. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one I would really like to actually build.
That'd be cool. Hose
To
Nose,
me,
what
that-
other Patton Oswalt
Okay.
quotes you have for us?
No, I'm gonna go to a different one with where Venkman's interviewing Nadeem for the first time. And Nadeem's like, right, just a couple of human beings having a regular conversation. One of them has a pasta pot strapped to his head. And then Venkman goes, puppies, love them or hate them? Or no, love them or kill them.
Yes.
That whole interaction
Yeah,
was
just-
beautiful.
We're going to
Yeah.
start with a layup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love them or kill them.
If you're gonna eat
Yeah,
babies, skin on or skin off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he throws the pen at his head.
Oh,
That was really
man.
good.
See, and that I think was a good use of Venkman, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
He's going to
Mhm.
his doctor's side. Him just showing up randomly at the end to be in the 12-person fight.
Mhm.
Funny, yes. Needed? Probably not.
Yeah.
But he brought drinks.
Liquor
No, he was
carrying.
already
No, he
there.
just-
he
yeah,
just
he
found
just-
it.
He just
Fonzed it.
unstashed.
He brought from
his-
somewhere like 20 years ago.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did the Fonzie. Boom, panel pops open.
Yeah.
whiskey.
Fonzie it open.
Yeah.
Ree, any others?
I don't want to say the whole quote because I'm gonna cry. It's really wholesome. But when
Aw.
Gary was talking about family, and they don't have to be, blood relatives, but they remind you that you have a home. Oh, unexpectedly wise and expectedly wholesome from
Right?
Gary.
That's,
Gary
yeah,
Gruberson.
Gangs are
Such a
clever.
great character.
Talk amongst yourselves.
he is working really hard to be a part of that family.
Hmm.
Like I love that. Even like God, I think it hits me every time I watch this movie. The fact that he jumps in front of a proton stream
Yep.
to shield Trevor, like
Mhm.
without thinking,
Mhm.
is really cool. Yeah, and they don't really call attention to it.
No.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Hmm. Yeah, that scene and that quote from Gary just punch me in the face every time. In a good way.
I like that they sneak in the occasional emotional moments like that in the
Mhm.
movie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
How's nose back to you?
No, I'm going to go for a non-wholesome one.
Okay.
When Ray's
Gotta balance it
reading,
out.
when Nadeem comes in with his stuff and he has the orb, Ray pulls out the PK. He's like, I'm going to take a PKA reading. May I do that? And then he's like, thank you for asking. So many places don't do that without asking.
That was good.
I love that. Yeah, Nadeem had some good one-liners like
Yeah,
that.
he did.
He definitely did. And I'm
Even
wondering
just,
how
like-
much of that was scripted and how much was improv from Najil.
Well,
I mean,
probably saying his
he's-
name wrong.
Camille Nanjiani is
Yes.
a practiced comedian, so I would
Mhm.
not be surprised if they let
Mhm.
him kind of ad lib a little bit.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
haggling thing. He's just like, I couldn't let it go. And as it goes on, he's just like $50, that sort of thing.
60. Yeah.
You
Even
go there,
just the. Oh, sorry, I was just.
I was saying when his whole thing when he goes to his apartment, he's like, "I'm a licensed third-party reseller of shoes." Yeah,
Can you
what size
squeeze
are you,
into an
10?
8?
Can you squeeze
Yeah.
into an 8?
What size are you?
No.
10? Can you squeeze into an 8?
Yeah.
This is all for sale, by the way.
Yeah, he's got that hustle. He's
Yeah.
hustling. I am one of my other Gary dropped some great lines too. When he's talking with Callie in the basement about like what's allowed, where the boundaries are when he's dealing with the kids. And him just saying, okay, I'll be nice to you. I'll just be an asshole to your kids.
Yeah.
That's such a great line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That and Peck questioning Gary in the mayor's office the first time.
Yeah.
He's like, who are you to this child? He's like, oh, I'm our step teacher.
Yeah. That's stepfather, step teacher. Yeah.
Did
And
you
I also
like
love
that?
that interaction where he goes, "Mr. Mayor may approach your bench." And he's like, "Do you see a robe? I'm not
Yeah.
a judge."
Yeah.
Did you like Peck being back? I
Yes.
enjoyed it personally. So
I think
At first,
oh,
go on,
sorry.
Jim.
I was just,
No,
no, you're going.
At first, I didn't because I thought, "Ah, shit, this is just like fan service, right? We're putting in this character." But then I'm like, no, this is a guy. He's a politician. He started out with the EPA. He's weaseled his way up the
Yeah.
ladder. Now he's the mayor of New York. I could totally see that. So
me
after
too.
watching it a few times, like, yeah, it's all right.
I 100% agree. It totally fits that Peck would have worked his way up to mayor.
Mhm.
Just he likes doing power plays, right? Like he's a power tripper. Like if you're a New Yorker, what better position to be in if you're a power tripper than mayor?
Yeah,
Like
totally.
it totally fit.
Yeah. I agree.
Re any others?
Those are all I wrote down.
I feel like we've gotten through a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there a lot of good ones though.
Oh, should we do some bad ones now?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Slimer.
Jesus, bro. Aggressive.
I didn't say it was good.
How's did you have any others?
Okay,
that
I got
we haven't
one.
gotten to?
One more quick one. And of course, it's the Patton Oswalt one. And he's like, come with me to the library. And he was like, are we not in the library? And he's like, no, upstairs is just for show. Gilded research rooms or struggling actors can Twitch stream and buy crypto. Yes. Nice dig there.
Yeah, that was a great dig. I did really like when Patton Oswalt messed with them a little bit when he's doing his spiel, when they're talking about the orb of Garaka.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, what is it? He's like, the more important question is what's inside it. And Podcast is like, what's inside? He's like, I don't know, probably sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said it was a good question too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent
Good
question.
question.
Probably sand. Yeah.
And if you believe the folklore, and I always believe the folklore.
Yeah, he had some fun lines.
Mhm.
Okay, with that, did anybody have any final points to make or anything before we wrap things up?
Closing arguments.
I think I really enjoyed the movie. Yeah, it was flawed a little bit when it came to the amount of characters in there and stuff. But what I really enjoyed about it was it had lots of fun, action, humor, touching stuff. The equipment, it expanded the universe for me, and it made me hopeful for more in the future. And that's why I think that's one of the major reasons why I enjoy this. It got past the origin story and got into the action. So.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Yeah, well
Yeah, I
said,
agree
Rob.
with that totally.
All right, do we jump into ratings? Do we
Got
rate
it
this
ready.
thing?
Ready.
All right. Ree, we'll start with you. What would you
I
rate
was
this out of 10?
hoping you wouldn't start with me. Damn it.
Definitely start with you.
Definitely.
Ooh. Are we doing out of 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Out of 10. Oh my gosh, I've been doing it wrong
Have
this
you
whole
not
time.
seen this show, Rob?
I've been doing it out of 20 this whole time.
Well, just half that. I'm gonna say like 10 seven and a half.
Are you asking or telling us?
11?
70-11.
So
Seven.
7.5,
Yeah.
7.25, split the difference.
Lock it in.
7.75.
Wow, it went the other
Ooh.
way. It's like we're
Gosh.
negotiating.
Yeah.
Figure 8.
All right, Hose Nose, how about you?
I'm giving it 5 out of 10 unnecessary characters.
So there's only 6 necessary characters
That's right.
in that firehouse.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to like this a lot more.
Yeah,
than
you
I
don't need to
did.
be sorry.
Yeah, I'm
You-
just
you-
trying
you
not.
rate
I
it
don't
what you
want to
rate it.
make you cry.
me specifically.
Yeah, specifically.
You know, Jamie, he's always
What are you wearing, Jamie?
he's obsessed about these gradings.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to enjoy it more. Like I said, it's too much overstuffed giant Twinkie. But I
Yeah.
think, like I said, this is their opportunity now to learn from these two and make an even better third movie.
Yeah, here's hoping. And for the
Agree.
record, I don't disagree with anything you said over the course of this. Hose Nose, like, yeah, I totally agree. Not as tight of a movie as Afterlife.
Jamie, you crying?
No. Rob, how about you? Rate it out of 10?
So this is where it gets weird because, as I said, this is my second favorite of the Ghostbusters, but I gave it a lower rating than Afterlife. It is not as good of a movie as Afterlife, but I
think that
enjoy
makes
it
sense,
more.
though.
So I
You-
gave this
Totally.
one an 8. But I
Yeah,
gave
we've been over
Afterlife a
this
9.
on
Yeah.
on GXW. You can enjoy movies that are maybe not well made.
Yeah.
So,
It's like-
sorry, what was your rating?
8.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Love it. Me, I would give it 7.5 flaming Cheetos out of 10. Yeah, again, I love this movie. It's a ton of fun, and I think I enjoy it more each time that I watch it. But yeah, it has its flaws. It's we've this is well trodden ground at this point, but it's not as tight character wise or story wise as Afterlife.
And
Still a ton of fun, and it expands on the Ghostbusters kind of lore and
Yeah.
the world.
And I agree with you, Amy. Did I just call you Amy? Jamie?
Amy, you slurred
You're
your
so
words.
used to saying I agree with you, Amy.
Yes, that's right. Every time I watch it, this does grow on me a bit more. And I think it's because I know the story, I know what's going on, and I don't have those expectations like going into it the first time after just seeing Afterlife. So
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
do own it, to use the Steve 3.
Nice.
Yeah,
You do
so it-
you do make a pretty good Ghostbuster costume as well.
yeah, it's fun to do.
So
It is fun.
the audience, I know James hasn't seen the movie yet. He's kind of listened to our review before he sees it.
Yeah, James, I hope you
Yeah.
watch it. Definitely go in with an
Mhm.
open mind, not as good as
Yep.
Afterlife, but I hope there's things in the movie that you like that you can enjoy about it.
Totally.
So Tony, 7.5.
Yeah, that seems to
Same
be the consensus. Yeah,
with Image Tech out in Winnipeg. There you go, sir.
love it.
7.5. I don't know anybody else. Can't see more ratings up here yet, but if you
No,
got a
I
rating,
think that's
let us
all of
know.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have I'm so happy, just to kind of close this out. I had a really bad feeling when Phoebe sits down in the park at the chess table for the first time. Like, don't you
Don't
do
you do
it.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm so happy that
Yeah.
Egon didn't materialize there.
Yeah. 100%.
Holy crap, was that ever a way I saw that going that I did not like?
Yeah.
But did they purposely do that because of? Do you think
It
they
felt
meant
like a
to-
fake out, right?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm,
not
totally.
necessarily a fake out, but like maybe like Phoebe was kind of hoping he would show up because he got her.
Yeah. Well, I think it was
Uh,
both.
Yeah. But yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm so happy they didn't do it. But yeah, I love the movie all the same. There's a lot to like there.
You know what they missed out on?
What's that?
Not enough red jackets.
Yes. As a costume nerd, I like seeing the new costumes. Just on a personal level, like I'm 100% with you and with Ree. Show us more of the new costumes.
Yeah.
I love the gray suits in Ghostbusters 2. They had a real world reason why they didn't continue with them. They didn't shoot well at night.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love the red jacket. I love the black engineer jumpsuits. It's awesome.
Well, and as we said on the other episode, why were there no toys?
right?
Right? Think about all the cool new toys. The
Yes.
Grooversons in their puffy jackets.
I think
Yeah.
it was a movie
It-
He
for
has a new hat.
Lars the engineer with his hand frozen and it falls off. And shatters.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why there was no kind of tie-in plasma series line. It's
Mhm.
crazy to me.
It's
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah, I don't get it, and I'm still upset by it. I still don't have a Gary Grooberson 6-inch plasma series figure,
Bullshit.
and
I
I'm mad
demand
as hell.
justice.
Yes.
Well, let's write a
No.
letter.
Strongly worded.
Yeah,
Strongly
strongly
worded.
worded email.
Dear
It's gotta be strong
President
word.
of Hasbro.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Hasbro.
You're Mr. Hasbro. With that, before we spiral, let's start wrapping things up. Hosnos, where can we find you?
You can find me on the gram, as the kids say, Hose Nose Paints, for all your mediocre D&D minifigs, where I will be eventually branching out into, we talked about on the unboxing, my repaint of the Vankman Plasma series.
Yeah.
Will I improve it, or
Ooh.
will I make it worse? Let's find out.
I love this. I'm so excited to see what you do with it.
Yeah, and also don't forget to check us out on letterbox.com. You can search Hose Nose or Generation X-Wing podcast on there, and you will find my lists of the Generation X-Wing movies that we have reviewed, and a few others about sports ball and other things. So
Nice. And Rhea, how about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me here every other Tuesday or however often we do these.
Every other Tuesday at least.
Yeah. I forget my write-up, what I usually say, and I did not actually write one down. You can also find me in the background of some of the other videos, vlogs.
We
That go
have
up on our
photographic
YouTube?
evidence
Yep.
in your thumbnail that
Yep.
not only ever in the background. You are
True.
firmly in the foreground of that.
Yeah,
video.
that's true.
and aren't you featured in a new
Yeah,
review?
that's where my photo's from.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, if you want to see more of Rhea, check her out in the review we did for the Tools and Talent black utility belt on
I am-
YouTube.
I am very
quote-
awkward, so
To quote Ree,
Aren't you?
enjoy.
Rob, how about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me Outer Rim Rookie, the Outer Rim Rookie show on our YouTube channel, which you're hopefully watching this on. Outer Rim Rookie on Instagram, Facebook. Don't have a lot of videos going out right now because we got report card season, but we are recording tomorrow, and we're talking about my movie choice, A Knight's Tale, which I just finished watching today, and I'm super excited to
Hell
talk
yeah.
about it. So Yeah.
Awesome. And you can find me here, as always, on the Generation X-Wing podcast YouTube channel on the ongoing series Ready to Believe. So we're doing things pretty much every Tuesday. I have also been doing some painting this weekend.
Funsies.
I'm
Right.
going to show these off real quick. If anybody knows what these are the beginnings of,
I do.
extra points to
I
you.
don't.
You cheated. I told you what they are.
True. I did print the parts.
Yes, you did. Yeah, Hosnose was kind enough to print me off some resin parts, and I've been painting this weekend. I feel like we should do a video of it or a live stream or something, just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
showing
cool.
off the final product. But yeah, very excited about what I just held up. Those are vintage Nova 52 headphones, which are the actual headphones that Egon had that were part of his stethoscope rig from Ghostbusters 1. So the actual headphones, I found them at a vintage
so cool.
shop. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Wait, you found them in a shop?
Well, online. I found it
okay.
in an online shop, like an online vintage shop.
I thought you were just going around Vancouver and you found it somewhere.
No,
that'd be
I
cool.
never found anything that way.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Are we going back to Real Ghostbusters reviews in 2 weeks?
Yeah, no. So we got a couple more weeks. So coming up soon, we will be doing an interview with our friend Peter, who worked on Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
So we will be talking that in 2 weeks. Next Tuesday, we're going to be doing more unboxing. We will be unboxing the Family That Busts Together
Ooh,
Afterlife Plasma Series 2-pack of Phoebe and Ghost Egon.
cool.
So that'll be me and Hosnose unboxing that bad boy, and maybe we'll have some progress on your Pete Venkman repaint?
Maybe
Question mark.
I've been distracted with my other project that does nothing to do with Ghostbusters. So
Still very cool though,
we'll see. We'll see. I always have too many things on the go.
right?
Anyway, I'm
I
excited.
know that feeling for sure. But yeah, after our talk with Peter, we will be back on the real Ghostbusters rewatches and discussions,
Awesome.
which I am looking forward to. Yeah, great question. We still are partnered with Tools and Talent, so any kind of like pack or uniform upgrades or anything like that, there is a discount link in the description below. You get 15% off. He makes some really good stuff, i.e. the belt that we just reviewed with Ree.
Yep.
Yeah, the belts in particular are amazing.
Best belt ever.
Indeedly doodly.
100%.
Also, podcast is whispering your ear, sir. If you want to hit like, subscribe.
Oh yes, my producer is reminding me, if you liked what you saw, please push the like and subscribe button. Amazing. With that, we're out of here. Let's shut it down. Thanks everybody who was with us in the live chat. We appreciate you all so much. Jose, we'll give me one more second. I'm just wrapping up. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, we appreciate that as well. With that, we're
ready to
believe you.
Bye, everybody.
Nailed it.
Perfect.